Wardrobe furnishings for Retro Game Lounge provided by 80stees.com. For all of your rad retro shirt needs, check out 80stees.com. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to True False with Jimbo. I got Mark the Game Shark here with me to kind of help pull the wool off everybody's eyes, pull back the veil and reveal what's going to be true and what's going to be false. If you have no idea what we're talking about right now, go ahead and click that link right here. I'm going to put that right on the screen right there, which will lead you to the previous video with a bunch of true and false facts about me, some of which are true, some of which are false. Not going to tell you how many, or how many are true, how many are false, whatever. You got to decide that for yourself. But we are going to answer which ones are true and which ones are false in this video. So Mark is just going to go ahead and read them off to me and basically be my interviewer, and I guess we'll see what's what.
Okay.
I'll tell you a little bit about them.
All right.
Okay.
So,
hit me.
First question.
Yep.
So, you are deathly afraid of spiders?
False. I'm not afraid of spiders. Not at all. I don't like spiders, but I'm definitely not afraid of them. However, there is an animal I am deathly afraid of. Sharks. It is the reason that I do not go in the ocean.
I am a shark.
Get the fuck out of here. No, like, actual sharks that swim in the ocean, I am absolutely terrified of those things. Seriously. That's probably the only thing that I am, we'll say, phobic about. Like, a phobia is like an irrational fear. Like, when you're literally terrified of something, like pure panic, where you just lock up. That is the only thing that I am not afraid of. Seriously, that's it. Heights I don't like. It makes me kind of uncomfortable, but it's not like panic mode.
Yeah.
It's just like I just feel a little bit uncomfortable. But I ride roller coasters and going 100 feet and up in the air. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
So yeah. Next, what's up?
Question 2.
Yep.
You have been recognized at your job for your work on YouTube.
Correct. That is true. It actually only happened once. I was working with a customer, and they basically asked me, because in my line of work, I run into a lot of the same people all the time. I don't work retail or anything like that. I'm not going to give you guys all the details, but let's just see, I kind of work with the same customer base on a daily basis. Mark probably knows what I'm talking about. And one of them actually stopped me and asked me one time when I help him, he's like, "Did you do like shaving video on YouTube?" Which, if I'm going to get recognized for one, I guess it's going to be the one freak anomaly in my video library. By far my most viewed video, like 1.5 million views or whatever it is. And I was like, well, maybe, like, what kind? He's like, with like you in a barber chair, and it was like a bald Asian guy. I was like, oh yeah, that was me. And I just thought it was so weird, like, I was like, holy shit, like, he recognized that it was me. And yeah, that was kind of weird, he recognized at work. I was just like, can you not spread the word? He's like, no. He's like, I just wanted to ask you about it. He's like, like, how much is it? Where did you go and stuff? So I gave him the information. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Nice.
So, yeah. Next.
All right, question 3.
Yeah.
You have been on stage with a band in front of over 10,000 people.
True. And I have a picture that I will overlay right now to substantiate that. In high school, I actually got lucky enough where I got backstage at the DC 101 Chili Cook-Off because someone that I was friends with, that lived up the street from me, was the cousin of one of the guitar players of the band, the Toadies. And I got to hang out with them, with the band and stuff. They signed my CD and everything. They were all really awesome. Baden Todd Lewis, the singer, was totally cool. Daryl, the guitar player, was really cool. And they actually let me out on stage with them, like, while they were playing in front of just like an ocean of people. And as a teenager, that was like the coolest thing I'd ever seen. I was like, holy shit. And I was in a band at the time. Like, I played guitar and sang and shit. And I was like, dude, I want to do this. This is so cool. And yeah, I wrote an article about it for my school paper, made the front page and everything about the Chili Cook-Off and the bands. And yeah, it was super cool. I have a t-shirt signed by them and everything. Super cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Next
question. You were busted for being drunk in class in high school.
False. I was hardcore straight edge all the way through high school. Didn't smoke, didn't drink, didn't do drugs. I was literally the exact opposite of that. Man, a lot has changed. Next.
You once received relationship advice from Bruce Campbell.
That is true. Believe it or not, that is actually true. It's kind of a funny story. It's a little accident. This was, I was probably early 20s, so I was a pretty young man, and I'd been with the same woman for like a couple of years, so it was kind of like a long-term relationship, and that had ended, and we had a lot of mutual friends. Her friends were friends with me, and I was friends with her friends, and etc. And instead of just having to tell the same like sob story like over and over and over again, I thought I would just tell all my friends at once. Via one email, and just be like, hey guys, just want to let you know, so-and-so and I have decided to part ways. It's all good. There's no plates flying around or anything like that. There's no bad blood. It's just, instead of having to tell the same story over and over again to you guys, I just thought I would tell you all at once. Here's the problem. Or not a problem, but here's what's funny. I had been in email acquaintance with Bruce Campbell. Because back then he had his email address on his website where you could actually ask him questions and he would respond. Man. And I forgot that he was in the email list that I sent it out to. So he actually got the email like everyone else did, and he freaking responded. And I was like honored, embarrassed, and shocked all at the same time. I was like, holy shit. And I'll never forget what he said. It was I know nothing I can say is going to take away what you're feeling right now, but all I can say is hold your chin up high. You have a right to be happy too. And I was like, I seriously just got the talk from Ashley J. Williams. This is awesome. I wish I still had the email because I would totally frame it, but I can't prove it. That's like 3 email addresses ago, guys, but I swear to you that is 100% true. So.
All right, next question. Mm-hmm. You have seen a ghost twice.
False. I do not believe in ghosts. Never seen one. I've been in situations where people that have been in the same room with me are swearing up and down that they are experiencing something paranormal. Never seen or heard a fucking thing to back that up. That has been... All that has done for me is reinforce my belief that ghosts don't exist. Yeah. Because I'm just like, dude, why don't I see it? Why don't I experience it? Like, it's not like I'm not open to it. Dude, I want to see it. If it's there, show it to me. But no, I've never seen anything that has convinced me 1% of the idea that it is not total bullshit. Yeah. So, excuse me.
Next question.
Yep.
You are a character in a novel by a New York Times best-selling author.
True. That would be The Lock by Steve Alten. If you go, I don't remember the exact page number. I have the book, and it's actually signed by Steve himself. He actually has one of his books is being turned into a movie, which is coming out soon. The Meg, about the fucking giant freaking shark, the Megalodon. So the Lock is later. It's a much later book. The Meg was his first book, and I'm basically there's a character in there that's based on me that has my name, and I'm basically driving a getaway ambulance for the hero of the book, like helping him get away from the cops. Yeah. And Steve actually signed the book to me, to Jimbo, thanks for driving the ambulance, Steve Alten. And I was like, awesome. That's awesome. So, yeah, that's true.
Nice. Next question.
Next question.
You once took a picture of your ass and sent it to your sister's boyfriend from her phone stating it was her ass.
It's my ass.
Yeah.
Yes. But it was my ass.
Yeah.
That is true. It's... Alright, well, it's 90% true. It wasn't her boyfriend, but it was a guy that was her friend. And this actually wasn't that long ago. It was my idea. We're just hanging around one night, and this dude's like harassing her on her phone, and I was like, what is his problem? She's like, I think he's drunk. And it's a friend of hers. I was like, go and have some fun with him? Drop pants, dude, whip the fucking Jimbo ass out, and I was like, take a picture of this. And we made it kind of dark in the background, and she sent it to him. She's like, hey, what do you think of my ass? He bought it hook, line, and sinker. So I don't know what that means. That either means that she has a really mannish ass, or I have a really girly ass. I don't think I have a really girly ass, just personally. We'd have to ask my girlfriend about that, but I don't think so. But regardless, I thought it was funny. My sister and I were sitting there cracking up at his response, like, oh man, you got a sexy ass, baby. And we're like, gotcha. And I don't know if she ever told him that it was actually me, but yeah, totally. Whoever you are, gotcha. Totally pumped. Alright, what's next?
You have a twin.
False. I have exactly one older sister. I have no other siblings.
Next question?
Yep.
You have only completed one single Zelda game.
What do you think?
True.
That is true. I've only completed, like, start to finish, A Link to the Past.
Yeah. You never played the original?
I did. I just never completed it.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's just... I'm talking, like, all me, start to finish.
Yeah.
Like that's my idea of completion. Meaning no help, no jumping in for friends, them jumping in for me. All me. No. Link to the Past, I did start to finish all on my own.
Nice.
That is it. I'm still working on Call of the Wild, or Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
I haven't finished that yet.
fantastic.
So that's probably going to be my second one that I complete. But I'd like to go back one day, and honestly, I'd like to live stream. I'd like to finish the original Zelda game, just because I've never done it. I'm sure I can do it.
Yeah, it's pretty
but-
short.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that long. It's just, and you got maps and everything, so you know where everything is. I'd like to try it. I'm sure I can. It's just, I just never have. So. Shocking, I know.
All right, next question.
Yep,
You once cast for a main role in a horror film.
true. That was actually when I was down visiting a buddy of mine at James Madison University. There was, I think there was like a film division of his school. And one of the film students was actually doing a horror movie. This is when like Scream and I Know What You Last Summer was blowing up, like the resurgence of the slasher movie. The movie is called Strangle, and it was basically took place in this one house where a bunch of dudes were having like, I guess like a bachelor party or whatever. Like one of them's getting married and stuff, and you know they have a stripper over and all this other crap, and you know it's just a group of dudes hanging out, and they like the killer, like, who was named the Staunton Strangler, if I remember correctly. Like that was the killer's name. They didn't give me the entire script, just the stuff I was going to be in, and my character's death. I was going to die on screen. It's going to be awesome, and my character had a fucking amazing death, and I'm so pissed off that this never worked out. But I think my character's name was Fred, and I was basically like the sex maniac of the fucking group. Like I was like the mouthy, like sarcastic, like yo pussy man, good, like Stifler basically. I was basically Stifler, and like, you know, there's a stripper there, and I basically managed to get myself alone with the stripper and thinking I'm gonna get some action. Next thing I know, the stripper's already dead, and the fucking killer's in there waiting for me, and he fucking strangles me with her panties.
Wow.
Yeah. There are worse ways to go, bro. I mean, it's better than being stabbed to death.
Yeah.
So, but I remember it described, like, the way I was supposed to die was, like, my, like, kind of really shocking strangle, like my tongue hanging out of my mouth and shit like that. And, yeah. I mean, the movie basically fell through. Like, we went down there to shoot it, and the director was in a car accident or whatever, and like he was okay and everything. Like his car was destroyed, and then the fucking budget fell through, and the next thing you know, that was it. So I almost was there. I almost was in a student horror film, but nope. Sorry.
Next question.
Yep.
Your very first job was working at Funkerland.
False. I've never worked at a game store in my entire life. My first job was actually working at a grocery store called Safeway when I was 16 years old, just pushing carts. Short and easy.
Last question.
Yep, what do we got?
You knew someone that was murdered by a serial killer.
That is true. And wasn't that long ago, actually. My grade school music teacher, Mrs. Lodato, was actually murdered by a serial killer still in the same area where I grew up and went to school. I think they caught the guy. This is a few years back. I was actually reminded of this recently because I heard about it on the news that the guy was like being sentenced or something like that. And he basically killed people by like knocking on their doors, and as soon as they would answer, pow.
Jeez.
So she basically just answered her door one night and bang.
Man.
You know, just like completely random. I don't remember the gentleman's name. I just remember Mrs. Lodato, and she was the sister of a guy that I went to school with. So it was like his aunt or something. And this guy was popular. He was like class president and shit. But I remember she really smelled bad. I hate to talk bad about somebody who died, but my music teacher smelled horrible. She had really bad BO, like to the point where even my mom noticed.
Wow.
She was like, God, that lady stinks. I was like, see? You know, she thought I was making it up. I was like, no, I wasn't lying, Mom. I was freaking telling the truth. She stinks. But she's a nice lady. You know, good music teacher. Just freaking smell bad. But yep, is that it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, it's a very special thanks to Mark the Game Shark for coming along and being my little interviewer here to help me out. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more things like this, little you know, question and answer, true, false, things like this, I'd be happy to do another one of these. Hopefully, I can come up with some more facts that are either questionably true, or maybe I can fool you guys. I don't know. We'll see. But if you like it, leave a comment below, man. Let me know what you thought. Let me know how many of them you got right, how many of them surprised you, if any of them surprised you, if none of them surprised you, or if you thought this was a giant waste of time. Either way, leave me a comment. But thanks so much for stopping by, and I guess we'll see you next time.
See ya.